Alright guys, welcome to the second part of our video. Sorry it's in two parts, because the video was too big to put in all one video, so I had to separate it in two parts. Thanks. So yeah. Second question. Matthew?
Next question is from Michael. It's one of his four. It's, personally, I found the WWE's Diva division nothing but big boobs and sexy, without any real characters or in-ring ability. Kelly, for instance. But how do you think the amazing rise of AJ and Hikaru will shape the Diva division going forward? Giles?
Well, I think AJ is a good wrestler, and I think she sparked something in the Divas division. She can wrestle and she's hot, which is a bonus. But her, as well as the Divas in FCW and NXT, Sophia Cortez and Paige, for example. Let's take Paige. Paige is a 19-year-old girl from Norwich, England. Her father was a British wrestler called Roddy Ricky Knight, and he trained her in his wrestling promotion WAW. She isn't big boobed and sexy as you describe it, Mike, but she can wrestle, which is the main thing. And the trend in WWE's Divas division is that the size 0 models are the ones that can't wrestle, but the ones that aren't like that are the ones that can wrestle, if you know what I mean. So, Matthew?
I think it can shape the division, and if it does, it'll only be good. But we have to think we've seen this before, this type of storyline in character, with Eve being the focal point of a male-orientated storyline back in February. I don't think it did anything for the division. If anything, it made it worse. But I love AJ. She can hang with the big dogs, and her character is fascinating. The division itself has some great wrestlers on the main shows and in development. However, unless I fast forward it on Raw and SmackDown, I cannot remember the last time the Divas were on the main shows, which is quite sad, but it's true. I watched a great match with Tamina and Caitlyn on next Raw, so there is hope. But if Vince doesn't do something, because part of the audience that watches Raw will be in it for the Divas, whether the male or females or whatever. So he's got to do something to get back to the momentum of the Divas that were in the early 2000s, and 04. Even back in 06 when you had Mickie James, Victoria, Trish Stratus, etc. It was a great division.
Okay. Mike's third question is, how do you feel about Karma's release in WWE?
It's sad because I had a lot of respect for her. She was on a roll when she debuted, and in TNA's Awesome Kong, she was great. But her personal life has made it difficult for both sides of, for WWE and her to deal with wrestling. She's had a tragedy. Can't even say it. With her miscarriage. So I totally understand if she requested her release in case she needed even more time to herself. Because I don't want any company in the world rushing back someone after that. She's great. She could have been the person that the anchor of the division at one point if this tragedy didn't happen. It's just sad, and I hope it doesn't happen again. But if it's true that they are on good terms and that she can come back, then I only hope she can.
Yeah.
Charles?
Okay. I think it's a big loss to WWE, to be honest. She's a good wrestler. She had a good gimmick. However, unfortunate circumstances, her being absent for a period of time, led to the creative possibly not getting a story on her, and therefore her character turned stale, which is unfortunate. But they apparently parted ways on good terms, and we can see her back in the future, which would be good. Okay, Mike's fourth and final question, Matthew.
Mike asked, John Cena is the poster boy of the WWE. There is no doubting that. However, do you think WWE have botched a major opportunity for Cena to turn heel by having him cash in at Raw 1000? Wouldn't it have been better to have him wait until closer to WrestleMania next year, especially given the rumours surrounding Rock and Cena 2 at Mania? Jazz?
I think Well, I don't. John Cena might not actually cash it in. You never know. Something can happen with The Rock or someone that can make Cena not cash in on Raw 1000. However, if Cena cashes in, The Rock and Cena Part 2 could still happen. For example, Cena wins against Punk and becomes WWE Champion. Cena holds it until WrestleMania 29 and The Rock challenges him for it. Or Cena cashes it in, loses, and then challenges The Rock at WrestleMania. Or The Rock challenges him for a rematch at WrestleMania. Sorry, yeah, at the last point. Another scenario is Cena cashes it in and loses, causing uproar since Cena is WWE's main man and the only person to ever lose a cash-in match. The Rock then to win it further down the line, and then for The Rock to face Cena for the championship at WrestleMania to see who really is the best out of the two.
I think, to be honest, Mike, I think they're trying to boost ratings as much as possible for the biggest show on free TV in a while for WWE. Having the two biggest faces in the world of wrestling competing for the biggest prize in wrestling will only help with CM Punk, the champion, number 2 face in the company, and Cena, number 1 face in the company, the challenger. In all honesty, if we were going to go for something like that, I would personally have the Miz do that situation because he needs a revampment of his own. He needs something to, a rocket to boost him up to the moon and have him be the guy that can be the most hated man in wrestling. The other ways to turn Cena heel as well. I think you can have him abuse Vince or a veteran like Undertaker to challenge him for a WrestleMania match. Having Cena disrespect the two biggest names in WWE history and Vince and Undertaker would cause more of a stir. But to be honest, I don't think we need any more heels as it is, Mike, because you got Big Show, you got Bryan, you got Ziggler, you got Del Rio, you got Tensai, who was a flop, but that's not the point. And then you got Rhodes, and then you got the returning Barrett, who's coming back. So, in all honesty, if we were gonna turn Cena heel, give it a year, get a couple of more faces, with Orton coming back, but you need one more face back and establish himself as a main event player, and then you can turn Cena heel. But in all honesty, if my opinion for the match, I think that CM Punk will win after Rock interferes and attack and Rock bottom Cena or something. That's just my opinion.
Okay. I would like to say a few words about Mike Pullman. So I would. I want to thank Michael for personally for his support. For rap, his kind words and feedback. Michael is from Taikuri. Hope I said it right. Sorry if I didn't. In New Zealand, and he's an inspiration, to be honest. He's come through some challenging patches in his life so far, and he's battled through them, whatever the circumstances. He's got his own YouTube channel called Mike Pullman 1. Check it out. He's got his videos in various video games, commentaries, reviews, unboxings, sorry, and of course the famous MP Show. MP Show is like a video log or a vlog, as it's called, where he talks about sport ranging from rugby, tennis, NFL, and of course WWE. He's uploaded a video recently where he plays Crash Bandicoot with his mum. It's very entertaining, as are all of his videos. I would definitely call Mike a friend of mine and a friend of the show. It would also be great if his MP shows and our rap videos were connected in some way.
I'd love to do a collaboration.
Yes, MP for life is one of his sayings, as his dream, believe, achieve, which I think everyone could use in their everyday life.
That is true, and I'd like to make an announcement saying that rap has a Facebook page. We have a Facebook page. It's called Arrive, Yes, 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 Leave. But we will also make a page specifically for the group, for the podcast, which you can ask questions. You can suggest, certain types of shows, or, what we want to do, etc., etc. And we'll appreciate your feedback. And just as Giles touched up on that, Michael is truly a great person. He has spoke highly of the show, and I cannot thank him enough. To for giving us his support and mentioning it on his Topspin 4 video with him playing as Roddick against Roger Federer. And I'd just like to say thank you. And also to Chris Russell, who mentioned us on his podcast, on his show. You'll find that on a later date. I will post that up. But for now, thank you very much.
Thank you for listening to our first Q&A video. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you soon. Cheers.